Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for joining. So guys, today we will be doing a resume building session where Vidya ma'am will be running through, how to make your CVs perfectly, what all things should be included, what not. But before that, Radhika over here has, made some report writing, or she wanted to present something. The reports that we were talking yesterday, the projects that she has done. So she has done in a good way. She has sent me. Radhika, would you like to present?
Yes, sir.
So Radhika, I would like your video to be on so that
Yes.
body language can be seen by Vidya ma'am.
Yes.
One second. Yeah, Radhika, you can go. You can go ahead. So Aja,
So,
I will give you a heads up. Okay, I will give an heads up to everyone. So Radhika is presenting a conference calls of the 4 quarters that she has read, and what is the crux of that conference calls, and what all things have in that. What happened in 1 year in the TCPL is Tata Consumer Products Limited. Okay, if you guys don't know, so what has happened in the last 4 quarters? So she will go through all the headers or pointers that she has come across. Okay, fine, Radhika. Yeah.
so can you please share the screen?
You can share your screen if you want.
Okay, so we'll do that just a minute.
One second, I will allow you to. Yeah, you can do it now.
Just a minute, sir.
Radhika, do it once again. Try to present it with your screen only, so that I just wanted to see your body language. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
So, can I start?
One second. I cannot. One second. No? Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah. So, good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to thank Vidya ma'am and Rishabh sir for giving me this opportunity. So, today I'm here to present the summary of conference call of TCPA, that is Tata Consumers Private Limited. So to start with the Q1 of FY25, in the Q1, the revenue grew with the CAGR, in the Q1, the revenue grew approx 16%, which was driven by India Foods, international and non-branded. So India Foods grew with 28%, which was mostly led by Tata Salt and Tata Sampanna. Then comes to Indian beverages. India beverages grew 10%, which was a modest growth. And then comes the international. International was up 7%, mostly in the UK and US and Canada was steep. And then comes the non-branded. Non-branded was up 16%, which was mostly due to the strong soluble export. Also, Tata, coming to the cost, the tea prices were up 28%. This was mostly due to the adverse weather. The tea crop was in tea crop yield was low. And then the coffee prices surged very high, where Robusta and Arabica were up due to the global supply constraints and the adverse weather in the Brazil. So talking about the EBITDA, talking about the EBITDA also grew. This was also mainly due to the India Foods and the Indian beverages. And other additional information that I would like to add is that the integration of Capital Foods and Organic India was completed. That is, Capital Foods and Organic India were the recent acquisitions of the Tata Consumer Private Limited. And the coming to the Q2, Q2 was up by 19%. This was driven again by India Foods. In the Indian Foods, India Foods were up by 30%, driven by Tata Salt and Tata Sampanna on the back of premiumization. So we have been seeing a premiumization trend in the Indian Foods. As they have the bringing on premium foods, mostly in the Tata Sampanna. Then coming to the India beverages saw a modest growth of 3%, This was mostly due to the Nourishco. That is also due to the Nourishco, that is ready to drink beverages, which saw growth of 14%. Then we're coming to the international business. International business saw growth of 5%, mostly in the UK and the US, and Canada was again stable. And then coming to the non-branded was up 12%, mostly due to the solubles and the soluble coffee and the coffee plantations. And then coming to the cost, again, tea prices were inflated, and the coffee prices were also inflated. I'm currently not sure about the exact data. So, and then coming to the EBITDA was up, but EBITDA as a percentage was up, but it was down by margins, basis points. This was due to the this was due to the mostly due to the inflation in the tea prices. And then coming to the overall this, as I'm currently not aware of the exact numbers, I'd like to say that overall the revenue was up 16%. This was on the back of India Foods. India Beverages made a comeback. Comeback, and international and non-branded was stable. And also this growth was on the back of acquisitions. For FY25, the revenue grew 16%. That was due to the India Foods. India Fruits in the FY25 grew by 30%. 30. That was due to the premiumization in Tata Salt and Tata Sampanna. So to emphasize again that there has been an premiumization in the Indian foods. That's why the India Foods has been growing at such a high rate. Then coming to India Beverages. India Beverages was showing a modest growth in the first 2 quarters, but later on it covered up due to the Nourishco, that is ready to drink beverages. So India Beverages made a growth of 10%. Then coming to the international.
Radhika, you can conclude now. You can conclude it.
Okay. So to conclude, I would like to say that currently TCPL's margins can be affected due to the coffee prices, as the coffee prices are expected to elevate more in the future. But the tea prices may soften due to the early monsoon this year and the good crop yield. And of course, and we can see more premiumization in the Tata Sampanna and Tata Salt, on back of which currently India Foods is growing. And we may see a recovery in the India Beverages as well.
Okay. Good one, Radhika. Okay, the others who are listening to it, probably you might not get the context and what she is talking about, but she had made a presentation for 4 quarters. And how much time did it take, Radhika, to make all this?
2 weeks, sir.
It took 2 weeks, and you have to present those things in 2 minutes. It is not that easy. She is working hard. So now when she joined RK Advisory, let's say a month back, she was not able to speak. Even today, in the morning calls, she was good. But when it comes about face-to-face talking, Radhika, I can see that you are a bit nervous while talking because you are in front of people. So these things happen. But appreciate that you have done this a good job in the last 2 weeks. I will really appreciate that. So guys, Radhika is into SEM 2 only, MBA. She is doing her intensive with RK Advisory, and still yet to complete her MBA, and still so this is a good thing from a student that young to know all these things about a company. Many few people know this, in my knowledge at least. Where I teach in MBA colleges, usually people don't do this. At least she is presenting. So Vidya ma'am would like to, Vidya ma'am, please give her some advice on how to speak while on the call, because telephonic is different and webcam is different. Okay. Yeah, Vidya ma'am, over to you.
Yes, I was there in the morning call.
Okay.
I start with welcoming everybody, and yes, we have made it to day 5. Wonderful, wonderful. All enthusiastic participants, I cannot adore you enough. So, with this, I would like to start and say, Radhika, in the morning, I heard you in the morning call, and I and Sir had a large discussion about how you have improved many folds.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So, the presentation wise, the vocabulary which you used, elevated, I really like the way you're transforming yourself. And I want to give her as an example in front of everybody. If she can transform in 1 month or these 5 days, sum it up a little here and there. If she can do it, everyone in the forum can do it. It is all about your time management and a little bit of stretching yourself to make it happen. So wonderful, Radhika, again. A really commendable job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. So today's session, we are going to do your CV building. But before that, हम फर्स्ट डे से बोल रहे हैं आपको स्टोरी टेलिंग, आप अपना रिपोर्ट राइटिंग, आप अपना CV run us through in a storytelling way. So I have an example to show, right? I have a lot of nuggets to give you all today. So I'll basically start with an example first. Okay.
Ma'am, would you give a feedback on the presentation for Radhika? I mean, just one minute, or maybe few points that she need to understand.
Firstly, again, Radhika, today you did not rush. That was a plus, big plus. You control yourself so much. You were in the pace today. Wonderful. But again, you have to use the correct vocabulary word there. Go up, go down are not your words. Towards the end, you said elevate. I really liked it. The use of that word was very nice. Baki, the presentation is going good. Isko sir had to wind up. You still have to concise it. So you'll
Okay,
have to
ma'am.
figure out what to sieve through. What should be the most important thing? What will give impact?
Okay, ma'am.
Everything is important, but what will be impactful? That has to be sieved through. And make your reports as minimal as possible, 2 minutes maximum. Give that window for the person, interviewer, or whoever is listening to your project, more chances to answer. When they ask you questions, then you give all the information which you have studied throughout 2 weeks or 1 month, whatever. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Baki,
Yes, ma'am.
everything was synchronized, everything fell in place, no jumbling up of data. Wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Otherwise, yeah, towards the end, we just rush with what all we have to tell. So
Yeah.
everything was nicely done up. Your voice, your tempo is already fine. I have no problems. Only the speed is my concern. So if you've picked up this speed, remain there.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, pleasure. So you would like to add anything?
Yeah. So, Radhika, as we were talking in the morning call, that about the conciseness, ma'am has yesterday told Sean also that सब jumbled up थे. So we have taken that out कि jumbled up नहीं करना है, this proper
Yeah.
way. हाँ, but अभी
Yes.
data थे जो we काफी ज़्यादा बोला, you said much more data. So this data should be on your fingertips at point.
Yes, sir.
And because when you give an interview, give a presentation, you don't have time to every time look at your screen or maybe your presentation.
Yeah.
Usually when I used to go for interviews, I used to take that because obviously 4 quarters मेरे दिमाग में नहीं रहने वाला है. I have to see it, but you have to just look an eye on it. तुम अगर
Yes,
सब
sir.
देख के करोगे तो it will be like with the copy paste ही किया है. Because now you have concise, you are giving it for the second time, so you are a bit confident. But when you go on, suddenly someone asks you, इसके बारे में बताओ. So that time you should be able to see और write such points कि उतने ही point मुझे याद रखना है और चीजें तो मैं आ जाएगा.
और जितने बार आप प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो, जितने बार you read your own report, read in front of sir in the morning call, do it in the evening, stand in front of the mirror and reiterate it to yourself only. वो इतना अंदर घुस जाएगा, it will be absorbed that you don't have to look at the script also.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that is all you have to do. So stop reading the content. Try to absorb what you are researching on. आपको देखने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़नी चाहिए. You have done it yourself. You should know it. Just the numbers here and there, approximate कर लो. Not a problem. And don't say approximate, say approximately.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
And this all thing you can put on your CV, at the end की what you did at RK Advisory, or apart from that, after internship तुम क्या कर रहे थे? Sir, I was making a presentation because now Q1 is done. Q1 26 will start again.
Yes,
so
sir.
how will you present that? Because now data will be different. You cannot present the same thing again in the interviews if the interview is after 2 months. So you have to keep on updating it.
हाँ, राधिका इसको CV में कैसे डालेगी? What will you put it in the CV?
Ma'am, ma'am will write mostly presented a conference call summary present a conference call summary on the Tata Consumer Private Limited.
Not impactful.
क्या किया उसमें? What you did in that? Why did you present? सर ने बोला इसके लिए किया, तो फिर what we
Okay.
decided, no? What we talk in morning calls.
Okay.
Why did you
So,
choose Tata
Right?
Consumer?
You can write compiled a report
yeah.
after studying 4 quarters in 2 weeks time. This is your achievement. सर ने पहले तो appreciate किया आपको. At this age, you know this. Many don't even know. तो ये आपका achievement है. So only one simple line. Only one simple line. Presented a report about 4 quarters about so and so company in just 2 weeks. Add that word just.
Yeah.
Received an appreciation
By the management.
by the management or by RK Advisory.
Yeah.
Simple.
Projects.
Received an
Projects.
appreciation. This is an impactful word. Received an appreciation. Did this much in this much stipulated time. These are our achievements. These are targets which nobody has achieved. Sir ne abhi bola.
Yes.
So these are the things which you have to highlight.
Yes, ma'am.
So no need of writing lengthy sentences. Just write the impactful words.
Okay, ma'am.
Chalo, you have got one achievement in the CV now.
Yes, ma'am.
Great, great, great.
Thanks, sir.
Welcome. Yeah, you can continue. Yeah.
All right, I'll just share my screen.
Yeah.
And yesterday, HUL, आप लोगों ने बोला, someone gave a nice description about HUL. So all the points which I had written, I have just tried to bring it in a story format. We keep on telling you story format, story format. Is my screen visible? Everybody can see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if I want to sum up the data which who had presented about HUL?
Sean has presented.
Sean was it?
And Harsh
Sean
was.
and
Harsh.
Harsh.
Yeah.
Harsh. Okay. So जो भी मैंने अपने notes लिए थे आपके speech में से, this is what I'm just trying to tell you. This is also another beautiful or storytelling way which will not bore the person in front of you. So you can start with a starter line. You can start with a starter line, which is a very generic line. So if I have to tell you about the India's FMGC space, HUL would be its hero because it is growing, it is doing wonderful. So you can use this word. Again, it is a simple jargon to attract attention. Then you can start with all your details. Again, ab bolte ho, it has four brands, okay, with over 4. So this is the way of wording it. With over 50 brands and a legacy of 90 plus years. यहाँ पे वो भी बता दिया उसने HUL कितना old था. Touches 9 out of 10 Indian households. मतलब it is so popular that 9 out of 10 houses use it. Now with the FMGC sector was hit by, आप हमेशा बोलते हो went down, went up, go down. Try to use these kind of words. Was hit by inflationary pressures. Inflation हो गया. You change the word for the impact of it in FY23. HUL remained resilient, reported 10% YOY growth, year-of-year growth, in year-on-year growth in revenue, reaching approximately, sir ने बोला है crores में नहीं बोलना है, change it into 600 billions with a net profit or at so and so billions, up by 9%. आप बोलते हो इतना था, इतना हो गया 9%. Make it a sentence. Again, add this. This is a linking word. Interestingly. जैसे ही आपने बोला वो सामने वाला इंटरेस्ट लेके सुनेगा. Interestingly, while competing, competitors like ITC diversified into FMGC, from tobacco, Dabur focused into Ayurveda, HUL focused on premiumization and digital information. Again, for instance, आप उनको example भी दे रहे हो, right? Then this is another linking word. Moreover, इससे ज़्यादा, इसके आगे और भी information. This is what you're trying to fill. हाँ आप लोग हमेशा एक ही word use करो. And then, and then, and then. Remove those and then and try to use words like these. Now, abhi, interestingly, moreover. देखो, it consistently maintained EBITDA margins at so and so. Show के आप बोलते हो it consistently maintained EBITDA margin 23%. Full stop. आपका सेंटेंस यहीं पे खत्म हो जाता है. Add another jargon to it and इसमें एक्साइटमेंट दिख रही है. Showcasing strong operational efficiency. This sentence is so impressive and it is showing some excitement about this increase or consistency maintained here, right? Again, this is another way of connecting the data. As India's consumption story grows and rural demands revive, आप क्या बोलोगे? You will use simpler language. Yes, make it a little more interesting, is well positioned to benefit both volume growth and premium product. तो आप simple sentence बोलोगे कि now it is going to grow and its volume will also grow and its products will also be in demand. Products will also grow or something like this. Towards the end, in short, or to conclude or to summarize, बोलना है आपको. These are your sequencing words. उसको भी पता चल रहा है कि अच्छा you're breaking down. Coming to the next point. Next. Yes, सीक्वेंस करो. फर्स्टली, सेकेंडली, लास्टली, प्रीवियसली. सीक्वेंस करो ताकि सामने वाले को समझ आए अच्छा ये पॉइंट खत्म हो गया है, मोर ओवर आ गया है, अच्छा ये पॉइंट खत्म हो गया, इंटरेस्टिंगली दूसरा फैक्ट बताया जा रहा है. इन शॉर्ट व्हेन आई समराइज, उसको पता है अच्छा ठीक है, शी इज कम टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ इट. सो इन शॉर्ट, HUL is now just adopting its lead, not just adopting, it's leading, it's strong balance sheet. Yeah, this strong word, इस बैलेंस शीट को उसने खुद ही स्ट्रॉन्ग बना लिया जस्ट बाय एडिंग दिस वर्ड. ब्रांड लॉयल्टी एंड स्ट्रेटेजिक इनोवेशन मेक्स इट only a market leader but a long term compounder. Yes, long term compounder, again an adjective just to describe the company. Yes, how many agree with me that if we tell it in this way, just transforming the factual language into day to day what you can story form, just transforming your basic sentences, that it go down, it go up, demand will increase, its balance sheet is this. So use the connectors. बहुत important है आपके sequencing. Firstly, we'll talk about this. Secondly, we'll talk about this. Thirdly, we'll talk about this. Finally, we come to this. Next is this. So वो सुनने वाला उसको पता चलता है अच्छा she's coming to the next point. Okay, she has, क्योंकि when you सेट टुगेदर उसको पता ही नहीं है तुमने कितने पॉइंट्स बताए थे. आपने तो पूरा अपनी तरफ से सारा डेटा जो मैंने डिस्कवर किया था, जो मैंने रिसर्च किया था, सब मुझे सब बताना है. तो इफ यू टेल इन अ सीक्वेंस, he will also remember, oh she had 5 points and the conclusion. Correct? So start sequencing your data. और याद भी रहेगा, आपको लर्न करने की जरूरत ही नहीं. उसके बाद आपको लर्न करने की जरूरत है. आपको सीक्वेंसिंग पता है, फर्स्ट पॉइंट में मुझे ये बोलना है, सेकंड पॉइंट में मुझे ये बोलना है. सो देयर इज नो नीड ऑफ यू टू लर्न. All you have to learn are the numbers. You will only have to learn those numbers. Otherwise, sequencing will tell you which point when to speak. गड़बड़ नहीं होगी. From A to Z, you will land very smooth, and that impression will be first class. How many are convinced with what I say? Give me some emojis. Make it fast. Waiting for emojis. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have to implement it. That is the best part of it. Okay, you have to implement it and see the results for yourself. Sequencing is too good. Okay, now let us begin with the CV building. Okay, now everybody's heard of this ATS. Everybody's heard of this ATS?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, everybody's heard of it. So these are CVs which are sieved by the portal, or this is online done, right? So everybody wants a friendly, revised, chronological format, sequential format. Okay, so application tracking system will only track the keywords, the key skills, the format, right? And what are the needs? Firstly, use these standard words. Education, ये words standard हैं, यही words use कीजिए. They sound simpler. Now we have tried to glorify, but don't try to glorify. Just use these simple headers because this is what the system identifies. So use these words: education, experience, skills, certificates. यही use कीजिए words. Next, keep this format very, very, very simple. No tables they want. They don't want any boxes, no graphics, no headers, no footers, no page number, nothing doing. It should be a very, very clean CV, very pleasant to the eye. Second, आप ये फॉर्मेट फॉलो कीजिए. Either it has to be a 10 pointer or 12. Font यही रखिए 10 or 12. If you are a fresher and nothing to write, write 12. If you are an experienced guy and have some more things to write in that one page to fit, reduce the font to 10 and you're good to go. Try to use these fonts. They are professional fonts. Calibri, Arial and Times New Roman. Okay? इसमें भी italic, bold इसके चक्कर में मत जाइए. सिर्फ the header should be bold and other script can be very, very simple. No italics and nothing doing. Bullets, yes, please give bullets. Okay. Save your CV as a doc file or PDF file. And please name that CV in your name and your job description. Whatever job you're applying for, write it. Vidya, HOD. Okay. Rishabh, RK Advisory. Right? Please. I have seen CVs where Pinky Dreams written. Some CVs have XYZ A B C D 1 2 3 written. Unprofessional. Apps highly not professional. So name your CV with your name, first name, Radhika. If she's applying for equities, write equity. If she's applying for maybe modeling, she can write that. So whatever the JD is, for example, if it is Radhika and she wants to apply for what would you apply for, Radhika? At this stage. Bas. So bas ऐसे ही करना है. Radhika, equity research. That's all about it. Your CV should be saved in this format. Again, day before yesterday, I told your CV should be into an editable format. जैसे आपका JD आता है, you should start making changes in the CV format and start saving the CV according to that JD, the header. So it is very easy to know which CV to post where. And please don't get baffled, okay? While sending the CV, please be very, very cautious and very, very particular. All right. CV को JD को बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ना है. उसमें से relevant keywords लेने हैं और वहां पर amendments start करने हैं आपके CV में. Pick the job description keywords. Okay. Whatever relevant skills they are requiring for, you should reframe it in your own CV because ATS is going to check only those keywords. It is a system, no? So they will check for the keywords from the JD. Again, do not pick everything from the JD because आपका CV में एक एक word आपसे पूछा जाएगा. आपके CV में ये लिखा है explain करो. आपके CV में वो लिखा है explain करो. At that time you cannot say I picked it up from the JD. No, you cannot say. So pick up relevant things which you can answer from the CV. All right. Use bullet formats. Wonderful. Use bullet formats so that the CV doesn't look too cluttered. बहुत सारा लिखा है उसमें ऐसा नहीं लिखना चाहिए. Okay. Keep it concise. First one page for freshers, and if you are very, very experienced like Rishabh sir, then you might require 2 pages. Otherwise, 1 page is more than sufficient. Please avoid any kind of borders, any kind of underlines, any kind of emojis. We get those green takes and red crosses, nothing doing. Avoid everything. All right. So I have a format for freshers and I have a format for the experienced people also. So what I did is I Googled which is the most accepted CV format. It is none other than the format of the Harvard University. I hope everybody's heard of this. The world's famous university, Harvard. So this is the simplest format you can use. Your name, your address, your phone number. Yes, this can go in the center if you find it more nice, or you can just center align this part. Yes, and then everything follows. You can just bold the headings. Baki everything remains the same. Objective, the objective of the JD. जो JD में मांग रहे हैं, बोलो. I am motivated and I would like to find a role in this, seeking an opportunity to contribute in equity research, if it is for Radhika, right? Whatever you write, ठीक है, you will have to explain. For example, this is written team collaboration skills, right? So he will ask you, explain me a time when you collaborated with your team and you emerged as a hero. That time you are not supposed to think, give me a minute. No, आपका सीवी आपको इस तरह से कंस्ट्रक्ट करना है, कंस्ट्रक्ट इस तरह से करना है कि मुझे कोई भी वर्ड कभी भी पूछे, I should be able to answer at that nick of the time, not looking here and there and then taking a deep breath and sipping a sip of water and then saying no, 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 you have casted a wrong impression already. या तो सीवी में कुछ गड़बड़ है, या तो आपने सीवी बनाया नहीं है. It could be anything. They will judge you for that. All right? Okay? For example, month, years, यहाँ पे gap year दिख रहा है, ठीक है? He will ask you, why was there a gap? You should be prepared to answer that in that very second, without any hesitation. इतना strong CV आपको construct करना है. Okay? All right. Don't give too much of impetus on decorating your CV. Nothing doing. Simple. यहाँ पे देखो, degree name, university name, city and state. यहाँ पर CGPA लिखो, बहुत अच्छा CV है तो लिखो, नहीं है तो मत लिखो. But recommended है, if you write, it is very easy for them to gauge you as a student. Academics में कैसे थे, right? If you think, जैसे यहाँ पे you are doing equity research, you can write all these names over here. Finance students are studying FRM, HRM, OB. You please write all this. Again, relate it to the JD. For example, if the JD is for equity, you need not write HRM and OB. You don't have to write because that is of no use. Okay? इसी साल में कोई अचीवमेंट था तो वो भी लिख सकते हैं. Scholarships, recommendations, some certifications, NISM कर लिया, लिख लो यहाँ पे, ठीक है? For the freshers, internships very, very, very important. Mention everything: the company, the city, state, then assisted with, write the mentor's name, resulting in what was it that he taught you and what was the result of this mentorship. Again, write in brief all that you did, just brief points, okay? No summarization, just briefs. Projects, very important, what projects you did, objective of the project in one line, tools which you used. Again, this is for you to highlight, I use this tool. Again, you are showing your efficiency, मुझे ये भी आता है, मैंने ये tool use किया था. Okay? And the outcome. What was the measurable outcome of that project? Or if you don't have an outcome, at least tell what was the summary, findings. Okay? If you have done any extracurricular activity or you have participated as a leader somewhere, now since you all are freshers, what leaders you all can be? You all can be leaders in the college. Yes, a leader for this, participated in extracurricular activities, conducted a campus event, conducted a podcast for the campus, conducted some financial quiz, something of this kind. If you think that is valuable for that JD, वहां पे वो resonate करता है, ये वाली skill अगर उस job के लिए essential है, please mention it. By all means mention it. Use the word technical and language skills, mention it. अब कौन से tools आते हैं? किसी ने उस दिन skills में mention किया था Tally, Python, PowerPoint. These are the tools which sir rightly corrected. So write tools and write the languages which you are fluent with. Now this is again additional. They might get some inputs from here as well. Okay? Certifications, all the certifications, आपका NISM, आपका whatever you have bagged, did extra, can come under this. And reference, if you want to put it, नहीं लिखा तो भी चलेगा. This is an optional thing. ठीक है? This is an optional thing, very much. बाकी, this is the CV. That's all about it. Just one pager and you're sorted. The moment somebody looks at it, it is a very clean CV. Everything is very, very nicely maintained. with the CGPA, with the description of the project, with the description of the internship. Everything is very nicely described. Okay. Now this is the CV for the experienced candidates. Candidates who have 1 year, 2 years experience can use the same format. It is the same format. Only the addition is their job experience, their professional experience. Same thing. आपका job title डालिए, company डालिए, year, month, present, कब तक किया, कहाँ तक किया, and start putting in pointers what you did. You are a spearhead. You were head. You managed a team. You automated the process, reduced the time. So मैंने जो राधिका को बताया, mention that she has worked on 4 quarters and presented a report in 2 weeks. That's a commendable job. जैसे इसने लिखा है, automated the process, जो भी उसने किया होगा, and then reduce the cost or the time. This is what the company wants. Either you reduce the cost or you reduce the time taken. Results in no time. That is what they want. This shows your efficiency. ये आपका efficiency दिखाता है. Okay? Again, very, very brief. Very brief. 3 pointers में उसने सब कुछ बता दिया. सेम इफ यू हैव अनदर जॉब, प्रीवियस जॉब था वो भी लिख दीजिए, क्या डेवलप किया था, डेवलपर थे, एनालिस्ट थे, स्ट्रेटेजिस्ट थे, जो भी था, एंड व्हाट यू डिड इन वन लाइनर. Supported cross-functional teams in the project, in the area. Okay, then after this is the catch. So he's mentioning the key skills which he has: financial modeling, budgeting, forecasting, MIS report. ये सब मुझे आता है, मैं ये सब करता हूँ. इसके बाद these are my professional experiences. I worked in this company, I worked in this company. Here are my education details, right? Education details. Start from the highest to the last. Start from the highest degree you have achieved and then go to the last. Okay, here again your certifications. Now your certification should not be the ones which you bagged in the college. I am sure you have upgraded yourself and got better certifications. तो वो कॉलेज में मैं क्रिकेट टीम में था और मैंने वहां पर टीम को जिताया था, वो सब आप भूल जाओ, because you are professionals now and you've changed 2 companies. If you played cricket in the company, if you played football in the company as a team lead, or maybe you are a part of the team which won, then you can mention it as an achievement. But कॉलेज में था और कॉलेज में खेला था, वो आपके दिन गए अभी. And your technical skills are very important here. Technical skills, even if you don't mention language, now it is not a problem because you're experienced. You're already hands-on with 2 good companies, and now you can only mention what you know, your technical skills or the tools which you are very good to use at. इतना सिंपल सीवी है, कुछ इसमें ज्यादा exaggerate कर करके नहीं लिखना है. Just pointers, headers, pointers, headers. That's all about it. That's all about it. Now the pro tips are: first is tailor your CV. Tailor, construct bit by bit, construct your CV with the job description. So जितने आप jobs के लिए apply करोगे, job description change होता रहेगा, आपका CV tailor होता रहेगा. Remember, otherwise the CV, the ATS will not accept the CV in the first go. There and then you will be rejected, because none of your keywords are matching with the CV. So this is the most important point. Second is quantifiable achievement. जैसे मैंने बोला, increase मैंने revenue कराया 20% से, या राधिका के केस में 4 quarters का report बनाया मैंने for one ABC company in 2 weeks and was appreciated by the mentor. More than sufficient. So ये तो उसका indirectly बता ही रहे कि she is very efficient, she consumes less time and produces excellent results. Simple. All her interview will maybe revolve around this report which she has done actually, and she has a win situation because she already knows each and everything about the project. So she will be able to answer each and every detail of the project, and she's already aced it. So as freshers, they are not expecting you to know much. Firstly, they are not expecting you to know much. They are expecting your readiness. They're expecting your readiness. If you are ready, और कैसे पता चलेगा you are ready? With your projects you have done. if you've chosen a very nice project, if you've chosen a very difficult project and worked upon it, वहां पे समझ आता है बंदा इंटरेस्टेड है, बंदा खुद से कर रहा है. आपके सर्टिफिकेशन से पता चल जाता है उनको, अच्छा ये तो कॉलेज से भी अलग सर्टिफिकेशन की है इसने, दैट मीन्स ही इज अ कीन लर्नर. Wonderful. When you write here, I solved this problem, I made automated this problem, I reduced the cost. So they're understanding everything from the CV. You have very little to show, share or speak. Verbs, बहुत अच्छे verbs use कीजिए, बहुत अच्छे verbs. Your vocabulary words have to be really, really well selected. Spearheaded, streamlined, boosted, optimized, developed, strategized. Yes. हर छोटे वर्ड के लिए एक बहुत अच्छा सिनोनिम है यूज गूगल. हेल्प, गूगल करो. हेल्प के लिए भी कितने सारे वर्ड्स हैं. हेल्प्ड द टीममेट, असिस्टेड द टीममेट, extend a helping hand to the teammate. So there are so many different ways of putting it across, right? So let your CV be absolutely clean and minimalist. Then only the bot will be able to capture the essence of it and scan your CV to be accepted. All right. Yes, again, how many resonate with me? All this I have said. Send some emojis.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I would like to add something.
Yes, please.
So, ma'am has said all those things, to write now. Also, there is a way how to write it. See, looking at that CV is fine. I'll share you some of the CVs of my students. So, ma'am has said as a fresher. See, fresher CV, I will show you one fresher CV as well as an experienced CV. How it matters. I will tell you. And those who are asking, like Sean is asking, how to put his other relevant experience or irrelevant experience in your CV to get a special role, specifically equity research roles or roles which are your past experience is not related to it. Now, people do complain over here that, sir, I am from the BTech background and, sir, I'm not able to get into finance role because my CV is not getting selected because of my education not into commerce side. So this is not the case. I will show you one of the CV which I have. Now, the way it is written, let's just open my screen. Now, this is a CV of one of our students. Now, he has secured a role into equity research analyst in HDFC Securities. Now, that is a big jump. Now, you see, do you think this is a CV of a fresher or an experienced guy? If I just ask you, which is this CV? A fresher guy and experienced? Anyone? Just write in the comment box. What do you think? This CV?
Experienced.
Experience? If you think that this is of an experienced student and he has got into equity research role, this experience is of irrelevant experience. The experience that you have put application development analyst, इसका और equity research का दूर दूर तक कोई भी relation नहीं है. Okay. अच्छा, let's forget about this. This is my training. Just go down. Internships and projects. You see how it has written. तुमको लगता है वो experience का है, but वो है fresher का. You think that it is an experienced CV, but if you look at this, तो क्या हुआ है? This all things ma'am has said freshers को यहाँ पे लिखते हैं. तो I have reframed this CV saying that तुमने वो fresher की तरह नहीं दिखना चाहिए तुम्हारा CV. So that's why I asked, ये fresher का experience है. This is a CV of a fresher. ये इसका जो experience है that is irrelevant. ये 1-2 साल का experience है, उसका कुछ भी लेना देना नहीं है. If I remove this CV is as good as a fresher CV. Now, what he has written, see, RK advisory तो मेरा था, it was a training लिखा ना इसने, training ही किया है, उसमें कोई internship नहीं था ये. This is a training. You see the way he has written it. Conference calls participation, attend in conference calls and compile comprehensive notes to capture crucial information and insights. Now, this CV, before coming to me, he was an MBA graduate from Wellinger Institute, not getting roles from the college. प्लेसमेंट हो ही नहीं रहा था, सेल्स जॉब आ रहे थे. सर बोला मेरा बीटेक बैकग्राउंड है, नो वन इज टेकिंग मी इनटू कोर फाइनेंस रोल. सर व्हाट शुड आई डू? ऐसे पहले तो तुम्हारा सीवी चेंज करो. तुमने जो लिखा है सब यही लिखा था स्टार्टिंग में ना, कि एक्सपीरियंस था तो it पूरे सीवी में ये लिखा था. आई हैव ब्रॉट डाउन हिज एक्सपीरियंस टू जस्ट 4 points just because it is irrelevant. ये भी 4 पॉइंट भी उसने ज्यादा ही लिखा है. जस्ट अभी वो फिल करना था, इसके लिए मैंने बोला कि लिख दो. एंड इफ यू सी परफेक्ट केयरफुली, यहाँ पे ना वी हैव यूज वर्ड्स स्टेक होल्डर्स, वी हैव यूज वर्ड होटल एंड टूरिज्म, हॉस्पिटलिटी एंड टूरिज्म. दिस इज ऑल द सेक्टर्स दैट आर फॉलोड इन इक्विटी रिसर्च. ट्रेड लाइफ साइकिल, सो लाइफ साइकिल इज पार्ट ऑफ रिसर्च जहाँ पे वर्किंग कैपिटल साइकिल की बात होती है. दोज ऑल थिंग्स आई हैव इंक्लूडेड. प्रोसेस ऑफ डैशबोर्ड, डैशबोर्ड्स बनाते हैं हम, व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट अ कंपनी स्पेसिफिक. सो ये सब चीजें he has written it and looked like a experienced CV. So ma'am has said कि fresher का CV, but it is not always that freshers होता है. तो क्या किया है freshers का, this all things are just written over here. तो मैंने उसको एक चीज बोली थी कि try doing this and you see ये CV एक पेज से ज्यादा नहीं है, exactly one page, exactly one page. His skills, certificates and others. This is other that is not relevant, anything is not, बस ठीक है लिखना था तो लिख दिया क्योंकि स्पेस खाली पड़ा था. He has written it. Summer internship research project, final MBA project. देखो the way ma'am has said, pointers लिखना है, pointers डालने हैं, सिर्फ प्रोजेक्ट लिखना नहीं. एक प्रोजेक्ट मैंने करके छोड़ दिया, फाइनल प्रोजेक्ट मेकिंग अ फाइनेंशियल मॉडल, समर इंटर्नशिप है ICICI बैंक. अरे क्या किया उसमें भी ना. See, primary research on blockchain technologies, understand the benefits of banking industry. Again, the word banking industry comes, it is a part of equity research. Various cases to increase operational efficiency considering current regulations. So, adoption of blockchain. So, one more additional technique that he has written, because blockchain goes with Python over here. So, ये ना CV मैंने उसका revamp किया, and he got selected. MBA से ना, usually if you see Wellinger, the average salary is around 6 to 10 ही होता है. This guy, वो तो उसमें आया ही नहीं, वो कैटेगरी में वो आया नहीं, कोई जॉब ही नहीं मिल रहा था. After 2-3 months he came up to me, June 23 की बात है, and till September he was placed into equity research role in HDFC Securities. जो वेलिंग करके वो बैच में किसी को भी नहीं मिला था. एक टॉपर थी वेलिंग करके, उसी को मिला था. रेस्ट ऑल ये ICICI में किया था ना, तो ICICI में करके उसको बैंक में सेल्स रोल ही मिल रहा था. They were giving 10-15 lakhs, but he was not willing to do that. Now, this is the difference between writing a CV from an experienced guy and writing it on your own. तो ये भी एक फर्क होता है कि अगर मैं तुमको बोलूं लिखने को, तुम वैसे बोलोगे जैसे मैम ने दिखाया, बट वो फॉर्मेट को भी एक अलग तरीके से लिखता है. दैट इज वेयर इज द एक्सपीरियंस कम्स इन, कि तुमको वो फ्रेम कैसे करना है, हाउ टू फ्रेम योर सीवीज. Now, obviously, we are not doing it for free because it takes time. It takes time to understand a person, and if anything, such things are to be added. Because I will show you one CV. कि मेरे पास आते हैं CV, जहां पे ना people are like, sir, मुझे ना ये CV है, and this is the CV of one of the student जो मुझे आया था. I don't know, randomly मुझे आया. See, he is also an MBA graduate. 26 is just doing. क्या लिखा है उसने CV पे? 2 पेज का गया. Now, if you send me CVs like this, obviously if I don't understand you, I don't know you, तो ऐसा मैं I cannot even review your CV. इसमें क्या review करूँ मैं? What are things to be reviewed? Because that is why things are learned first and then it is applied. So we have a plan that 1 month training on this, कि तुम CV कैसे build करते हो, communication कैसे करते हो. You can also mention as a certificate कि हमको English में बात करनी आती है, हमको present करने आता है. Because that keywords that ma'am have just showed, I've showed in our Word file, makes a big impact on your recruiters. फिर तुम भले फाइनेंस आता है ना, आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि तुम फाइनेंस में ही आ जाओ कि फाइनेंस का ही रोल करना है, बिकॉज आई एम स्पेसिफिकली टुवर्ड्स इक्विटी, बट तुम्हारे अदर दूसरे भी तो फील्ड होते हैं. हाउ टू मेक इट, कभी किसी ने समवन सेड दैट सर वैल्यूएशन का मैंने किया है, सो हाउ टू राइट इट इन द वैल्यूएशन पार्ट, वो क्या क्या किया है तुमने उसमें, दैट मेक्स अ बिग इम्पैक्ट ऑन द रिक्रूटर्स. वेलिंग कर से CV सिलेक्ट नहीं हो, बाहर से अप्लाई किया हो गया. एंड आई डिडंट रेफर हिम. यू कैन आस्क हिम ऑन लिंक्डइन. उसको सैलरी नहीं बताना है मुझे, बिकॉज इट इज एक्सेस ऑफ 10 lakhs, बिकॉज ही ऑलवेज सेज कि सर आप मेरी सैलरी बता दो. सब मुझे आके पूछते हैं कि इवन कलीग्स भी आके पूछते हैं कि तुम्हारा सैलरी हमको पता चल गया. I don't want to mention his salary, but it is greater than what Wellinger gives. Average higher than the average that Wellinger has. बाहर से अप्लाई किया मिला. मुझे बताओ ऐसे कितने लोग हैं जो MBA का रिक्रूट कॉलेज छोड़ के बाहर से अप्लाई करते हैं, उनका होता है. इफ यू आर कॉलेज से अगर तुम्हारा प्लेसमेंट नहीं हुआ तो भूल जाओ बाहर से होने वाला है, बिकॉज इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू फाइंड अ प्लेसमेंट फ्रॉम आउटसाइड. एंड दिस गाय रीच्ड आउट टू मी कि सर मुझे कुछ तो करना है, I have to make it in a better way. Even after having he was CFA level 1 cleared, फिर भी उसको रोज नहीं मिल रहे थे. You assuming पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन वेलिंगकर पास आउट, वेलिंगकर इज सेट टू बी अ गुड कॉलेज, हाँ, मुंबई में इट इज कम इनटू टॉप 10 कॉलेजेस, प्लस ये फिर लेवल 1 क्लियर, फिर भी रोल नहीं मिल रहा है क्योंकि उसका एक्सपीरियंस था इसमें बैक एंड में इनटू आईटी फील्ड, क्योंकि ही वाज अ बीटेक ग्रेजुएट एंड उसने एमबीए किया था, ये समर इंटर्नशिप कुछ तो रिसर्च किया था ब्लॉकचेन के बारे में, which has nothing to do with, actually the work has nothing to do with its experience which current is working currently. So we have revamped his CV, हमने थोड़ा बहुत उसको चेंज किया, फॉर्मेट में रखा, एक पेज में होना चाहिए, वो 2 पेज नहीं बना सकते ये चीज का। सेम वे देखो, मैम ने बोला था राइट में लिखना है, वो सब राइट में है। यहाँ पे द गैप इज बिन सेट बाय कि सर मैंने एमबीए किया था, वो समझ रहा है रिक्रूटर्स को कि गैप है। ही हैज रिटन समथिंग अबाउट ऑब्जेक्टिव्स, 4 लाइन में उसने एड्रेस लिख दिया है। आई हैव सीन पीपल पूरा का पूरा ये एड्रेस लिख देते लाइक दिस, जैसे तुम साउथ मुंबई रहते हो ना, अंबानी के बाजू में इतना बड़ा एड्रेस लिखा है। सो थिंग्स दैट यू नो विच आर नॉट टू बी हाईलाइटेड, दोस थिंग्स आर हाईलाइटेड। जो चीज हाईलाइट होनी चाहिए वो हाईलाइट हो ही नहीं रही है। भी एड्रेस वेड्रेस हाईलाइट करके क्या करने वाला है? इट विल जस्ट ये कहाँ के रहने वाला है। इट्स जस्ट वन थिंग दैट इज दैट पीपल यूजुअली लुक एट, बिकॉज वो लोकेशन के लिए होता है काम। दैट्स इट। This is how this is how the CVs are made. Though even if I send you that template, इसमें template नहीं है, it was just the format that was important. I will share this. Sorry, templates cannot be shared. I will share you the videos. You can look at the videos. तो वहाँ से तुम template देख सकते हो, but templates cannot be shared because it is where we have access. मतलब I and ma'am has spent years to make that CV placement ready. Because if the CV is not placement ready, obviously वो तुम कितने भी format template लिख दो, कुछ काम में आने वाले है नहीं वो। Okay, so ये था। और एक I will show one of एक BCom student का CV बताता हूँ। MBA है ना, I will show a BCom student CV. Now she was a BCom student which I placed her. Same equity research role, BCom student. This one, तनीषा गुप्ता, you can search her on LinkedIn. तनीषा करके एक ए उसका ज्यादा है, तो you will find her easily. भी बीकॉम के सीवी में क्या लिखना होता है? अभी देखो, सेम वे उसके पास ज्यादा एक्सपीरियंस था नहीं, ऑब्वियसली मैम हैज सेड इट्स स्टार्टेड, थोड़ा फॉर्मेट में इधर उधर है, बट अभी के लिए चल गया बिकॉज मैम नहीं थी तभी। आई डिडंट मेट मैम, नाउ आई हैव मेट मैम, सो आई नो हाउ टू रिवैम्प इट। बट पर्पस इज शी हैज गॉट द रोल इंडिया इक्विटी रिसर्च। तो देखो वापस ये ना एक्सपीरियंस वाला सीवी है ही नहीं, ये फ्रेशर का ही सीवी है, बट इट लुक्स लाइक एन एक्सपीरियंस का, क्योंकि फ्रेशर का सीवी आएगा तो ये है, मैं तो ऐसे रिजेक्ट कर दूं। सीवी मेरे पास आया,
एक्सपीरियंस बच्चे ने लिखा है ना बुलेट्स में, दैट इज मोर देन रिक्वायर्ड फॉर द रिक्रूटर टू नो कि अगर बच्चे ने इतने फाइनेंशियल मॉडलिंग किया है, उसने न्यूज ट्रैकिंग किया है, मतलब शी इज इनटू द हैबिट ऑफ राइटिंग न्यूज लेटर्स, दैट मीन्स शी हैज टू रीड, गिव टाइम, राइट, सो शी इज डूइंग दैट मच ऑफ वर्क। आई एम श्योर शी इज knowing her basis. That's all more than sufficient. Conference call attend करती है, quarterly report analysis करती, the words are themselves screaming out loud about the potential of the candidate and nothing else. And no template is going to help. There are so many students who are asking for template and Word document and which portal can help. Even if we give you the template, what words exactly you have to write for that particular JD, you will not be able to write. So it is an art. It's actually an art. That's why CV builders are taking so much of money.
Yeah, and so we don't want to charge you only based on the CV building, because see, it takes time. Because see, time is valued. Because if everything is free, people don't value it. So we are doing a 1 month program from next week. So anyone is interested can join. It is same 7 to 8 only evenings. Mein you can join the program. Other people will also be there. My students are attending because those who have registered. Others who want, you can attend. So it will improve your communication skills, CV building activities, कैसे बनाना है, जो तुम पढ़ रहे हो, सीख रहे हो. You can also attend a morning call. So कम से कम कुछ तो लिखो CV पे, rather than
सिर्फ add on to your point. बहुत बच्चों को लगता है कि why spend on classes? English तो मुझे आती है, बोलना तो मुझे आता है. Why should I spend on classes? But they forget the point that इतना फ्री रिसोर्स अवेलेबल है, यूट्यूब है, यूडमी है, चैट जीपीटी है, परप्लेक्सिटी है, आई डोंट नो, डीप सीक है, एवरीथिंग इज अवेलेबल. बट The mentor will actually tell you what to study. Out of the ocean, we will only give you or teach you what is necessary. Otherwise, you are only wasting your precious time behind searching this tool, this format. Why you want to search? Why you don't want ready-made thing and just polish your axe? Yes, simple है यार. Abraham Lincoln ने शायद बोला था, if I get 2 weeks to prepare or to cut a tree, 2 weeks to cut a tree, I will spend 1.5 week polishing my axe. Not axe. कुल्हाड़ी को तेज करने के लिए I will take 1.5 week and then I will chop the tree off. So why you want to struggle with finding which resource just to save a little bit of money? You are wasting so much of your precious time. Your success is getting delayed. You're not understanding. You'll never be able to find the right resource. You'll never be able to find the right resource because there's so much. We are extra loaded with extra information. And the moment we blink our eyes, there's something else new in the market. There's a new app, there's a new format, there's a new thing in the market. And you get drowned in the same. So finally, you're not finding a way out. This has happened with so many students of mine. उनको पता है क्या क्या करना है. आपको भी all sitting in the forum know what to do, how to do, क्या बात करनी है, कैसे बात करनी है. But have you practiced enough? Knowing and practicing are two way different things. Way different things. You can ask it from very own experience. Radhika, she knows the matter, but now she's learned the art of presentation. You can talk to your fellow friends and take feedback from them. Practicing and knowing things are way too different. So that's all.
So guys, one more thing. Do you think इसको BCom के वजह से job मिला है? Do you think because she has studied BCom, she is able to crack research roles or maybe core finance role? Probably not. You see over here, soft skills and management utilities, time management, research oriented, language से क्या, but time management, wait, that ma'am has mentioned 2 weeks में report बना. इसने भी था. I have told her when she was giving her interview, I said, in 1 week she had made 2 conference calls. Like, this is what you have done. 3 conference call listen in 3 conference call analyzed in 1 day. This was her achievement that she had done. उसमें और BCom में there is nothing to do. Even if you are a topper in your BCom college, BCom is said to be one of the worst degree ever. कि मतलब कुछ BCom किया मतलब life में कुछ नहीं किया है. It's like that. If those can, get into research roles or core finance roles, why cannot you, those who are MBA graduates or, CFA, CA. Yesterday we saw Suryama who was, not able to present in a proper way. See, he was a CA, okay? Still, he was not able to present. तभी इसमें गलती किसकी है? CA की गलती है. No, he is a brilliant guy. I can see he is a brilliant guy. But what if not able to speak in a proper way? तो वही होता है. That is why we don't say कि हमारा CV review करो, because that review is waste of time for you as well as for us. So rather, if you want to really learn something,
you learn. Yes, exactly. You learn how with a different JD you can make different CVs. You learn the art. You learn what to speak. You learn how to tell your story tell your CV in a story format, when it is interesting for the interviewer to judge you as a person. Find value in you. What words to put in. वो words को आप कैसे describe करोगे? So there's a lot we can do in and around your CV building, your interview preparations, your personality development, your communication, your vocabulary. You are specific students from specific domains. We have specific domain. I would just want to share screen for 1 more minute, sir.
Yeah.
We have another resource which the students will get when they are in the class. So when you're presenting your data and saying up and down, instead of saying up and down, these are the words which you can use. Increase ke liye you can use surge, soared, experienced a sharp rise, escalated, peaked. These are the words. For describing down, jo aap bolte ho, went down, go down. You can say declined, dipped, dropped significantly, plumated. Have you heard this word plumated? makes a big difference when you use these kind of words. Yes? Bottomed down, slumped. For stability, no change. Static है वो, stagnant. Use the word stagnant. Maintained consistency. Plateaued. Hovered around. For fluctuations, जो आपकी fluctuation होते हैं, use shocked, showed erratic movements. Oscillated. Underwent sharp ups and downs. For expectations, आप जो project करते हो उसके बारे में आप लिख सकते हो is expected, forecasted, projected to grow by, estimated to reach, anticipated decline. Have you heard anticipated decline, anticipated escalation, analysts foresee? All these words. See, financial health, if you want to tell, you can use the words जैसे उसने बोला strong balance sheet. You can use improved liquidity, increased profitability, enhanced shareholder value, described comparative, जब आप compare करते हो data, in contrast, compared to last year, surpassed expectations, expectations से ज्यादा कर लिया उसने, lagged behind the industry average, पीछे रह गया, इस बार कुछ कर नहीं पाया. So you can use all these words. These all words have to be used in your report writing. We will teach you each day, we will teach you new thing which will make you ultimately pro. Then when you start your story building, use words. आप बस बोलते हो and then, and then. Let me walk you through the financial journey of a company this quarter. Here's the story. Even the number has a story. Let's decode what these figures are really saying. So these kind of things we are going to teach you. These kind of things need a lot of time and they don't come free because we have done our research. It is so much, we've seen so many failures that we have come with a winning, or you can say victorious document, which is going to be very, very valuable. And all these things need time. If I just give it to you, I'll tell you what will happen. आज सर और मैं आपको ये सारे फॉर्मेट्स दे देते हैं, ठीक है? आपको वर्ड फाइल सेंड कर देते हैं पर्सनली. ये आपके वर्ड फाइल आपके ईमेल्स में वैसे ही पड़े रहेंगे. Trust me, you will not have the time to open and check. Even if you open and check, you will not have that sanctity. इत्मीनान से बैठ के concentrate करके समझ के करोगे, नहीं करोगे. You don't have that kind of time in today's world. That is why that morning call is booked. 10 to 11, you are bound. You get up from your bed and you want to attend that morning call because everybody else is also there. Your competition is there attending that morning call. And that is that stipulated time which we have kept. That is why all these things have to be done or strategized in a different way. एक गोल है, उसको अचीव करने के लिए ये अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम मुझे देना ही पड़ेगा. अदरवाइज वी कैन वेरी नाइसली सेंड यू ऑल द रिसोर्सेज, बट ना हमें उससे फायदा होगा ना आपको उससे फायदा होगा. Your ultimate aim is placement. Our ultimate aim is your placement. Sir, have I simplified enough?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So all these resources are handcrafted for you all only.
So guys, from Monday onwards, probably this will be an open forum, but those who want, specific review or personal interaction, so you have to reach out to us. See, others who have joined RK Advisory EM10 group, obviously it will be there. You are supposed to attend this 7 to 8 every day so that, you improve. So what is my goal, for teaching or, having this workshop? Because whenever my student goes out, ठीक है, फाइनेंस में तुम एक बार कच्चे हो सकता है कि सबका नॉलेज अलग है, बट इंटरव्यूज के बाद ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि ऋषभ तुम्हारे स्टूडेंट्स को ना कुछ आ ही नहीं रहा था, उसको बात करने नहीं आ रही थी. आई डोंट वांट इट. तुम भले वो बात कुछ भी बकवास करो इंटरव्यू में जाके, आई डोंट केयर. ऐसे हुआ है, कितने सारे इंसिडेंट्स ऐसे हुआ है कि लास्ट 20-30 प्लेसमेंट्स में कि उसमें 3-4 स्टूडेंट्स थे जिनको कुछ भी फाइनेंस नहीं आने का. अभी एमबीए सेम 2, इवन इफ आई आस्क टुडे सेजल एंड राधिका फाइनेंस के बारे में बात करूं तो उनको शायद से दे विल फेल इन द इंटरव्यू. बट द वे शी वाज टॉकिंग, भी मुझे बताओ व्हेन राधिका प्रेजेंटेड कौन सा फाइनेंशियल टर्म यूज किया, कौन सा डीसीएफ यूज किया, कौन सा वैल्यूएशन यूज किया. बट ओवरऑल व्हेन इवन आई हर्ड इन द मॉर्निंग व्हेन शी वाज टॉकिंग, आई सर कि इसने कुछ तो मेहनत की है. एंड एज एन फ्रेशर ना, यूजुअली इट इज अज्यूम कि तुमको 100 में से 10 चीजें नहीं, 50 चीजें नहीं आती. इट इज अज्यूम्ड 50 तो आती है ना, दैट्स फाइन. वो तुमको इधर उधर का नॉलेज मिल ही जाएगा. एंड दैट ट्रेनिंग वी डू ऑन वीकेंड्स. थोड़ा बहुत नॉलेज तो हो ही जाएगा. बट द क्वेश्चन कम्स व्हिच आई वाज फीलिंग अ प्रॉब्लम, दैट व्हेन यू गो फॉर इंटरव्यूज, इवन व्हेन आई टेक, व्हेन आई वाज टेकिंग, ये प्रॉब्लम है कि तुम बात ही नहीं कर पा रहे हो. So I don't want that thing to happen. सिर्फ सीवी रिव्यू करके तुम कल बोलोगे आरके एडवाइजर से मैंने सीवी रिव्यू किया. आई डोंट वांट टू स्पेंड माय और वांट टू डिग्रेड माय नेम सेइंग कि ऋषभ के आसे, बिकॉज आई स्टिल हैव अ नेम इन द मार्केट. तुम ब्लूमबर्ग पे जाओगे तो मेरे नाम के रिपोर्ट्स अभी तक है. एंड पीपल एक्चुअली डू कॉल मी एट टाइम्स कि सर आपके स्टॉक का क्या हुआ. सो आई डोंट वांट दैट नेम टू बी खराब नहीं होना चाहिए वो नाम, जस्ट बिकॉज मेरे यहाँ से तुम गए हो. तो तुम कुछ भी करो फाइनेंस में. आई एग्री कि फाइनेंस में ये प्रॉब्लम होता है. इवन माय फ्रेंड्स एग्री कि पीपल डोंट नो. बट कम्युनिकेशन प्रॉब्लम है तो फिर ऐसा नहीं होने कि ऋषभ ने फिर इनको सिखाया क्या क्लास में. 3 महीना क्लासेस किया, इसमें सिखाया क्या उसने. So that is why I will so that is why we have this training. So others I will recommend. तुम लोग को तो कंपलसरी है आना. You have to become in the class 7 to 8. But others who want to have personal one-to-one interaction, can reach out to me. I have shared the topics in the group. तो इंटरव्यू ग्रुप में मैंने डाला है, इंटरव्यू वर्कशॉप में. If you feel that you have one-to-one requirement चाहिए and you are going for interviews, you don't have the confidence. So everything will happen. Mock interviews, personal interviews, man will take personally. Your improvement in English. एंड इफ यू थिंक उसके बाद अगर तुमको फाइनेंस है तो यू कैन रीच आउट टू मी. बट ये तो इंपॉर्टेंट है. ओनली सीवी रिव्यू इज नॉट व्हाट वी वांट. इवन मी एंड मैम, सीवी रिव्यू करके तुम्हारा भी टाइम वेस्ट है, मेरा भी टाइम वेस्ट है. एंड इट कम्स एट अ कॉस्ट. सो इट डजंट मेक सेंस. सो रादर हैव इट एट लिमिटेड. मैंने लिमिटेड ही फीस रखी है. यू कैन कम एंड यू कैन अटेंड इट. So you can reach out to me, Aman. I will share. I will also share in the group. But from Monday we are starting it, and it will be specific. Reading newspapers, communicating. So as ma'am said, using different words. अभी search का use करना है और escalated का use करना है. उसमें भी फर्क है कि search हुआ, it doesn't mean escalate हुआ है. There are two different meaning to it. So those all things are very important.
Each and every, I'll just give a simple example. Old का synonym antique भी होता है. Old का synonym ancient भी होता है. Old का synonym elder भी होता है. Right? I cannot say she is my elder sister. I cannot say she is my ancient sister. She is my antique sister. You getting my point? Synonyms are the same, but the word usage makes a big impact. And nowadays, everybody judges you the moment you open your mouth. And this is only 0.1% of a fact which you are lacking in. Otherwise, technically, you have selected this field for yourself. I'm sure you are more interested in this field. Just what is holding you back is because you're not able to present yourself.
See, I've also created a portal for this. In that portal, recruiters will reach out to you once I share your details with the recruiter. So, वो portal पे, if you register with your CV and all the details which is there, so recruiters can actually filter it out. See, if you are not a part of my training, it's totally fine. But you can please register on that and see whether you are getting calls. मेरे यहाँ से तो placements हो रहे हैं.
What is your value in the market?
हाँ, correct. So मेरे placements हो रहे हैं. Students are getting placed from mine. मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि मेरे पास I am not promoting anything कि मैंने तुमको यहाँ पे बुलाया कि promote everything. See, we want to learn. We are doing it for people to understand on a what do you say public basis कि चलो सब सीखो. Obviously 1-to-1 तो नहीं होगा because obviously others have paid. So 1-to-1 will be on base, but others can come and join. There's no harm in joining. Videos will be provided only for those who are registered. Rest all you can join. It's an open forum. Everyone can come. You can see what we are teaching. Implement it. See, अगर तुम place होते हो तो उसमें हमको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है कि अरे यार वो place नहीं हुआ या place हुआ तो हमारा नुकसान हो गया and place नहीं हुआ तो हमारा फायदा हुआ. It is not like that. If you see the course fees is kept at so low, तुमको कहाँ पे भी नहीं मिलेगा market में at this pace, at this low fees. And I will say I and ma'am is not doing this for money because we have our own work to do.
We actually found out this problem in the market. I and sir had a lot of brainstorming sessions. We actually had a 5-hour lunch. Can you believe we have a 5-hour lunch and we forgot to order because we were so absorbed in talking on this project. How can we solve this problem in the market? So our motive is not to money meant or, this is not our motive. Our motive is to solve this problem for people like you. Sir cannot stop talking about his students. Volumes he talks about in appreciation with, today only he complimented Radhika saying, इस उम्र में ये सब आता है इसको. But again, if she is not able to ace that interview, कितना दुख होगा?
तो नाम तो मेरा ही खराब होगा.
हमें भी.
नाम तो मेरा ही खराब होगा. एंड आई सेड नो, माय नेम, बिकॉज एनालिस्ट का नाम, आई एम वेरी इगोइस्टिक पर्सन इन दैट कि मेरा तुम पैसे मत दो बट मेरा नाम खराब नहीं होना चाहिए. I will give you certificate only when I know you who you are. And I will, and I've given certificate to many people कि चलो यार क्रिजिल में दिया है, एक्विटी में दिया है, एंड दे एक्सेप्ट इट. मैंने खास कंपनी भी ओपन किया है जस्ट टू शो कि वी आर अ वैलिड कंपनी. ऐसा नहीं है कि कहाँ से भी तुमने सर्टिफिकेट ले लिया है. एंड इफ यू से दैट नो यू आर वर्किंग विद अ पर्सन हु वाज वर्किंग विद एचएसबीसी, तो यूजुअली एचआर गूगल इट, गूगल जैसा लिंक्डइन पे देखते हैं ये कौन है एंड ये लड़का, ये आदमी ने क्या किया है. वरना ऐसा नहीं होगा ना कि कोई अलग फील्ड में था, टीचर था मैं पहले से, है ना, कि मैं सिखा रहा हूँ बच्चों को कुछ एंड उससे ही सेइंग कि हाँ इसने ये सीख लिया अभी इसको ना जॉब दे दो. सो आई डोंट वांट दैट सर्टिफिकेट थिंग टू कम इन. ऑब्वियसली विल गेट अ सर्टिफिकेट वंस यू प्रूव. एंड वो एक बार सर्टिफिकेट है, क्रिजिल में चला है, एक्यूटी में चला है, तो ऑब्वियसली ना तुम्हारे इंटरव्यूज के लिए काम आ ही जाएगा. So it's up to you. One to one you can reach out, or else RK students are EM10 students. तुमको अटेंड करना ही है from Monday 7 to 8. That's for grooming session. Placements or openings are coming up. I keep on posting in the group. You can start applying once you are okay with your CV. जब CV में चीजें ऐड करते जाओगे, then you can easily start applying. Okay. So guys, I will like a feedback from students who are participating. Probably Harsh, would you, if possible, you can give a feedback on the session. Just 5 days, what we have done. You were there every day. Call.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yes,
थोड़ा
I cannot
कैमरे
see
का
you.
फिर इशू है. Yeah, it's
अच्छा. Okay, fine. Yeah, Harsh.
I think so. There is issue with camera search.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Uh,
fine. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Can I rejoin, sir, in 2 minutes?
Fine.
Like,
Fine.
might
Fine.
be.
So can they raise hands if they want to give feedback, or just tell about their takeaways? 1 minute each, 30 seconds, 1 minute.
This is the last session, so I would like your feedback कि सच में किसी को हेल्प हुआ है
हुआ
या
है
हमने हुआ
हमारा
है या ऐसे ही
हो गया
टाइम पास
सर.
हुआ है. So we can okay, Sean wants to say it. Sean.
Yes, Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
Can't see you, hero. Yes.
Sean,
You are
you're
muted.
Sean. Sean, you can unmute. Okay. Satyajit. Yeah.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're
Yes.
audible. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, sir and ma'am. Thank you for giving the opportunity for this also. I will say that first day when sir asked us to prepare like that interview recording and all, it was so awkward. Like it take 4 to 8 attempts to confirm ourselves, like how we can see ourselves and say things or record things. So it boost up our what you say individuality. Okay, that in my mind we think okay, we can say things very fluently, but when it came practically, I fumbled a lot. Like I took from like saying myself about myself also it took most of the 8 attempts, like which is the easiest answer like people thinks like tell me about yourself, nobody practiced it. So that day I realized like okay, we have to work hard on ourselves and how to synchronize things like seat you told. So those things I have in what to say I have practiced a lot, and that make me more confident now that okay, 8 times I have practiced, so the 10th time when I will go towards the interviewer, it will be a cakewalk for me for that time.
Absolutely.
And the way report writing has like we have lots of data we have jumbled here and there, the way we have to put it in a storytelling way, and these things have like make it very easy for us to confident I will say, because data and all we lots of data we have, but when in morning calls also we read news, but how to read it and make the people in front of us interesting and what pay attention on that, it was lagging right that days like in few days. But those things I think I have learned a lot and I have make a good note of it. So yeah, the practice still is pending, and I have to use good vocabulary and the finance vocabulary which we have to use. These things have like I will say I have an improved person in my mind right now. But yeah, delivering things sir will tell us in morning calls, and surely I will do it. And This is only the things. And vocabulary, what abbreviation and verbs you have told that I will implement not into report writing and daily news telling also, sir. I think we should have used that so that it can be fluently in our own life skill also. So I will use that also. So it was very helpful.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Satyajit, for this.
Sir,
Thank
I
you.
can speak now. My connection is restored.
Sorry.
My video is not switching on. My mic was, there was an issue. I can speak now.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, so the overall 5 days were really great. Today and yesterday were very helpful. For example, yesterday when I was presenting the HUL report, I think there were a lot of mistakes that I realized which I was not doing. But now I believe when I can practice it again, I have made the changes and now I can cast a better impression, the jumbling of words and making it sound more correct. And today's session was also very helpful because some of the series that you showed us and the Word document that you showed, I mean, you prepared the right format and suggested us what to be done in terms of editing the CV for ATS and all. So I believe I was also making similar mistakes, but now after today's session, my CV will turn out to be much better, and I think the chances that it will get picked will be much higher, which would not have been the case if you did not do today's session. So that was really helpful.
Thank you. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
I hope you come to the morning calls. You miss a lot.
Yes, I will. So there was I was working, so I couldn't join, but I'll do it.
Join for 10 minutes. Now you said me, sir, 10 minutes I want to speak, and then go ahead and go at your work. That can be a good one.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So can I also say?
Yeah, Harsh.
Yeah. So thank you so much. First of all, Vidya ma'am, thank you so much, sir,
Thank you.
for really fantastic 5 days. I would like to say this. Going from like we were so we were so underrated in the sense of speaking. Like first of all, I used to think that I know how to speak English and I knew how to you know present myself in interviews. But after going from the first day when I was speaking, I was like, oh, it was so hard to speak about ourselves only. It was like it used to be cakewalk. It is assumed in our head that it will be cakewalk, but it is not. It is so difficult. First, in our mind, the marks is 100, and when it comes out, it is 10. It is completely different. What we are producing in our mind and what we are giving an output is completely different. So that practice of this 5 days, as Satyajit was saying, that at least we have improved our vocabulary in mind. Now with practice, it will come in our mouth also. So thank you so much. It was really, really great. Um, and also when we are talking about ourselves, when we are talking about any of the companies, how it should be in a story format, the most important point that I found out was that whenever we are building any CV, first of all, your CV should not be single, like it should not be like for every company it is same. What Vidya ma'am said, what Rishabh sir said, that it should be, customized for
Tailor-made.
every company. Yeah, it should be for every JD, it should be different. And that is one of the very important things. And when I was presenting my project, not getting out of context, sticking to that point, uh, getting back to that point as and when you remember, okay, point was something different. And thank you, really. It was really, really beautiful workshop. And I feel I'm in secured hands, honestly.
Thank you.
I hope Harsh, jobs are coming up. I would like you to
Yes, sir.
buckle up.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Everybody has to buckle up.
I was actually preparing auto numbers only.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next time, next week you will present that to Vidya ma'am. Let us say Vidya ma'am understands or not, what you want to talk about.
Yeah.
Yes, I should understand. That is the test.
Yeah.
If she
That's the
understands,
most.
that is where you get a
Yes,
certificate. कि वो उसको
exactly.
समझ में आया.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you so
Shobit.
much.
Yeah. Hi, ma'am. Hi, sir.
Hi.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So my feedback for you is pretty good. Like the way you align those things now according to the goals. the structure is very good. I actually have a very interesting story. I was a practicing dentist
Okay.
earlier, so I did my bachelor's of dental surgery, but always had a keen interest in finance. So actually, my dad wanted me to become a doctor. That is a actual story. But then I pursued MBA and landed up in an investment banking job here in BKC in Mumbai. So I'm working with that for like 5 months now. So, but then I always like to, interact with Rishabh sir. I follow you on LinkedIn quite a few times, and then most of my batchmates and the colleagues, they also follow you, transitioning, hoping to transition one day from the private markets to the listed markets through the equity research. So being a medical student, I couldn't, go through the balance sheets and those before my MBA. Post that, I learned that, and then I found out your posts to be very interesting, like how you just keep on updating that model. That point is very unique in that perspective, and that holds immense value because without updating that is redundant. So that ways your these learnings are very industry oriented. I could very easily gauge. Like whenever we here do the buy side or the sell side, na, so whenever client comes, so we have to update those models, and I could exactly hear your lines
Subhajit, I
immediately
think.
freshen up and just join this to understand that.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Subhajit. Where are you working, Subhajit?
So Sushobhit, it's
Oh,
Sushobhit.
sorry.
I'm working with Intellicap Avishkar Group in Mumbai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Akshita, would you like to review?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So first of all, I would like to thank sir and ma'am for this organizing this workshop and like for guiding us individual, giving us individual feedback. And like from the day one, like ma'am was always like you should structure your response in a impactful way, the way you present. And when I on the day that night, I mean within 2 hours, I prepared the video and sent it to sir. He like I want the individual feedback, and you selected mine. So and like ma'am told ki it should be in a proper pace with a natural tone and not like you have learned it something like that. And also I mean it our cv should be tailored to the job. And like and before that you should always greet the audience, that's the main thing. And and also, ma'am, you should keep it short. That's also like the interviewer should not get bored. You should keep it short. So the whole workshop was really wonderful, ma'am. And like I'm very privileged that I'm a part of RK Advisory and got the chance to, I mean, learn from you in the next month as well. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Pleasure is all ours, all ours.
Thank you,
Thank
Akshita.
you.
Thank you. Would like full-time role. Like you said,
Yes.
full-time role in finance. I hope when you reached out to me, I still remember. You said that sir, I'm struggling even after having an MBA degree, not getting into the roles that you wanted. You see, you can I can make out the difference. Morning calls, you were not speaking, but now I think yeah, you have the potential. Why don't you speak? I don't know. I think whether you were shy speaking, ऐसा लगने का कि अरे यार सर सबके सामने बोलूँ तो wrong हो जाएगा. I
Yes,
think
sir.
that might be your issue, but now I think when I
Yes,
push you, you start at least कुछ तो बात करते हो. If not,
yes, sir.
okay.
So thank you so much, sir, for that.
Honestly, sir, I would like to say
19
one point.
BBA.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, morning calls are the best way to
Yeah,
implement this
ma'am, this is Nikunj. Sorry,
This is
sorry.
Sean? No, this is
Nikunj, Nikunj.
Nikunj.
Yeah.
Nikunj, you changed your name?
Um, sorry.
No, it's okay, it's okay. Your video was off, we couldn't identify you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harsh,
So thank
please
you, ma'am.
carry
And
on.
sir, I would like to add, as everybody, Harsh, Akshita, and all others have shared, and I would just like to add 3 points what I have learned. Firstly, I gathered the courage to record myself. I was not at all expressive before this, so I gathered the courage just because that was a demand. The video we have recorded as per the seat model you have taught us. So I gathered the courage to record myself because recording takes a lot of courage. You have to maintain the body language. You have to hold the camera. You have to articulate what you actually want to, explain. So this is my first learning. Secondly, I never introspected about myself. So before recording the video, I actually sat for some time and gave time to myself just to understand who I am as a person and how can those qualities be of use in my career, which is basically finance. And thirdly, I really liked one thing that you taught us today, that when you are putting any data point, like there was a rise in revenue by XX percentage or something like that, you have to add uh, and some phrase or some any observation or analysis that you think what that number particularly reflects. Like if I'm saying the revenue is growing by CAGR of 20%, so that's really good. So I have to add my analysis with some unique phrase or two, three words that make
Surprisingly,
that shows the interviewer or recruiter that I what is my opinion on that particular data point. And a lot of time I have observed in the interviews of investors, they always follow this point, and I was very curious that उनके पास हर एक पॉइंट की ऑब्जर्वेशन होती है और वो बहुत स्मूथली उसको मेंशन करते हैं क्योंकि उनके पास एक्सपीरियंस है. सो दैट इज रियली इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट दैट आई हैव लर्न टुडे.
thank
Aliwal, I
you.
would like to add, वो experience नहीं होता है. It is just having the right knowledge.
Yes.
या
Because ना क्या होता है, see now when I will say I am experienced, okay, but जब हम morning calls करते हैं तो मुझे थोड़ी पता है आज क्या आने वाला था. वो तो
yes
नहीं
yes
होता ना वो चीज. So I just focus on things that are important, to talk while telling you guys. So वही that is why it helps. लगता है कि experience काम में आता है, but नहीं है. It's just the knowledge
that
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 helps.
that comes, sir, I think that comes with a lot of reading.
Yeah,
Lot of
that comes out of
practice,
it. Correct.
lot of practice and lot of reading.
Yeah.
The moment you start practicing your report, your morning call again and again, तब तुम्हें पता चलता है इतना सारे में से मुझे क्या सीव करना है और कितना impactful बनाना है. It is all about practice.
Yeah, that is what I realized when I was speaking or I was recording something. I had a lot of words in my mind and thoughts, but since I was bound by time, I was not really sure which words to use and which thoughts to actually present. So I was messed up there, and I
Yes.
realized my mistakes, and I will surely work upon them.
Wonderful,
Thank you very
wonderful,
much. It was amazing.
Thank you,
wonderful,
Nikunj. Thank
wonderful.
you. Okay. Harsh, you wanted to say something, Harsh?
Yes, sir. I was saying that 5 days of workshop is like the best way to apply it is in the morning call. So what now I'm noticing is morning calls has become so attractive, like for me,
I have
to
got addicted
implement
to
this.
your
It's
morning calls.
yeah, I have got addicted to it. Really, I have got addicted. It's like today I didn't woke up because I was having fevers and I conveyed it to sir. But I was feeling so restless throughout the day. कुछ पढ़ा ही नहीं आज किया क्या है, ऐसा लग रहा है. So, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir, for giving us chance. Ma'am has taught us how to speak. Sir has given us platform to speak. What else do we want? So that is, yeah.
And the ultimate aim is
I
to
would like to
please
say, sir,
you.
you have
Yes,
taught to
Yeah.
structure the newsletter. She has also to structure the presentation, like I can
yes,
say.
yes, yes,
Yes.
yes, yes.
That is why we collaborated. Is now I saw this problem that you guys tell, but I am not the right person to improve your vocabulary. So ma'am was saying वो 5 घंटा हमने जो बात की वो इसी पे बात कर रहे थे. इसलिए मैं सिखाता रहा हूँ. But the problem is that वो बोला ना कि I have an egoistic problem कि मेरा नाम खराब नहीं होना चाहिए. कि कुछ भी हो तो मुझे पैसा दो ना दो आई डोंट केयर अबाउट इट. बट कि मेरा नाम कल बोले कि ऋषभ का स्टूडेंट है उसको बात करने नहीं आ रहा है. तो फिर आई फील कि अरे यार मैंने इतने साल
I get
इन्वेस्ट
so
किया था.
many other assignments. I get so many other assignments, soft skills and corporate training. But when sir came up with this problem, I said nobody else is thinking about it. Everybody is thinking मैं मॉडलिंग सिखा दूंगा, मेरा काम खत्म है. पर मेरा बच्चा मॉडलिंग एक्सप्लेन ही नहीं कर पाया तो इसके आगे कोई सोच ही नहीं रहा है. I really liked his idea, and trust me, we forgot to order food and we were only brainstorming. We were only brainstorming. The waiter was standing and observing क्या कर रहे हैं दोनों.
So that
So
is
he's absorbed in the thought of it.
सत्य वो तो इवन यू गेव मी, मतलब नॉट यू बट बेसिकली व्हेन यू स्पीक अबाउट ना कि तुम लोग मॉर्निंग कॉल में जब बात करते हो तो मुझे समझ में आने का, अरे यार ठीक है मैं सिखा तो रहा हूँ, कल उठ के मॉडल्स बनाना सीख रहा था, टुमारो वी आर स्टार्टिंग विद फाइनेंशियल मॉडल, मैंने बना तो लूँ, फिर प्रेजेंट करने की बात है तो इंग्लिश में तुम बात ही नहीं कर रहे हो। तो मैं तो रेफर करूँ तुमको, अरे सत्यजीत को मॉडल बनाने आता है, रिपोर्ट बनाने आता है, फिर जब बात करने का यार इसको तो ऋषभ बात ही करने नहीं आ रहा है सामने, तो फिर तुम्हारे प्रेजेंटेशन का करूँ क्या, क्लाइंट के सामने इसको मैं कैसे लेके जाऊँ, बिकॉज कोर फाइनेंस रोल इज क्लाइंट फेसिंग रोल। इफ यू डोंट टॉक विद क्लाइंट्स, कुछ भी हो, बकवास भी हो, बट वो अच्छे से बात करनी चाहिए, इधर उधर की भी बातें करनी हो क्लाइंट से, होता है, बिकॉज एट द
Short
स्टार्ट एज
talks.
मैम सेड यू हैव टू ग्रीट, पहले नहीं चालू होना सर डीसीए वैल्यू ये हुआ, कंपनी स्टॉक विल गो अप गो
Indulge in
डाउन,
short talks.
नहीं
Indulge
होगा
in
बस।
short talks. Create an impression. Know his temperament. Know your temperament, and then start off. Start off with your story. Serve him a full plate and let him enjoy. I
क्या
think
शोभित,
Sejal wants to speak, and Shishobit again wants to
शोभित
speak.
क्या शोभित।
या सर, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कि जो आपने ये बात कही ना कि अ, अगर तुम्हें आता नहीं है बोलना, पर वो चीज़ को तुम प्रेजेंट कैसे कर रहे हो, वो एक एक्सेंट फर्निश्ड होना चाहिए। तो वो आई हैव सीन, आई रिसेंटली वेंट टू अ वर्कशॉप 1 मंथ बैक, तो वहाँ पे कोई तो मेडटेक और जो बायोटेक्नोलॉजी डिवाइसेस होते हैं उस पे बोल रहे थे। तो उन्होंने उनको, बीइंग फ्रॉम अ मेडिकल बैकग्राउंड, आई कुड सेंस कि उनकी टेक्निकल लैंग्वेज उतनी साउंड नहीं है, उन्होंने दो तीन फंबल और बीच में गलत फैक्ट्स भी स्टेट करे, पर एवरीबडी बीइंग फ्रॉम द फाइनेंस बैकग्राउंड इन दैट रूम could gauge that guy कि he is the smartest guy in this space, and वो सिर्फ एक प्लेन लेक्चर लेने आए थे, उन्होंने तीन चार फैक्ट्स गलत भी बोले, nobody could identify, it was such a smooth ride। एक तो फर्स्ट ये, एंड सेकेंडली सर यू आर डूइंग अ वेरी ग्रेट जॉब, वेरी ग्रेट जॉब। मतलब जो टीयर 3 कॉलेजेस और 4 कॉलेजेस से हैं, जो मतलब 20% लोग रह जाते हैं who are हार्ड वर्किंग बट दे कांट स्ट्रक्चर देयर एजुकेशन अलॉन्ग विद दैट, और उसको प्रैक्टिकली नहीं इम्प्लीमेंट कर पाते। वो चीज़ मतलब वो 20% के बाद वो कॉलेजेस नहीं बोल सकते कि हमें जॉब नहीं मिली। वो चीज़ बहुत अच्छे से आप कर रहे हैं।
I
थैंक्स अ लॉट
teach in
फॉर
na
दैट।
tier 3 tier 4 colleges, when I came to Pune I found
या
out कि मुंबई में होने का, बट मुंबई में ना I was teaching in वेलिंगकर्स, तो वो लोग का एक और अलग होता है कि हमको सब आता है,
या
ऐसा है,
या
एटलीस्ट दे वर गुड एट कम्युनिकेशन। फाइनेंस तो खराब, सबका ही खराब था, नहीं कि फाइनेंस किसका अच्छा है, तो ओवरऑल खराब, बट हाँ ओवरऑल when I came to Pune, when I saw that that people are not even Pune, सिर्फ वेलिंगकर छोड़ के मैं बाकी जो भी कॉलेजेस में था, प्रॉब्लम यही था कि मैं फाइनेंस सिखा तो दूं, बट व्हेन इट कम्स अबाउट प्रेजेंटिंग आई डोंट हैव स्टूडेंट्स की, चलो मैं इसको रेकमेंड करता हूँ कि जो चीजें है बराबर से प्रेजेंट कर पाएगा,
या
फिगर इट आउट या।
एग्जैक्टली एग्जैक्टली।
एंड आई विल टेल यू शुभत ना, सॉरी
सुशोभित
शोभित,
सुशोभित।
शोभित, शोभित,
यस सर।
आई एम अ फार्मा एनालिस्ट,
Yeah,
so I have
I
cracked
I
pharmaceutical sector, हाँ।
I attended all 5 days, sir. I
So I
remember
was
you said कि मैंने एक ही सेक्टर ट्रैक करा है पिछले 8 साल में, और फिर अगर उसमें कोई हल्का सा भी करेगा तो मैं तो पकड़ ही लूंगा।
हाँ,
तो
तो वही था कि क्या होने का, व्हेन आई वाज प्रेजेंटिंग सब फाइनेंस गए होने के ना,
या
तो व्हेन आई प्रेजेंट फार्मास्यूटिकल उनके तो सर सर के ऊपर से जाने का, बट जस्ट बिकॉज आई वाज प्रेजेंटिंग इन अ बेटर वे दे वर ओके, हाँ ऋषभ को तो बहुत आता है, जबकि
वो
बिकॉज आई वाज प्रेजेंटिंग टू एन आईआईएम गाय, एक
यस
हार्वर्ड का था,
यस
उसने
सर।
एक मतलब सिर्फ सवाल पूछा भी नहीं बाद में, क्योंकि उनको पता ही नहीं मैं बात क्या कर रहा हूँ,
हाँ
तो आई,
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल।
हाँ
दैट इज वेयर सेक्टोरल नॉलेज हेल्प्स
या आई
वेरी
विल सेक्टर,
वेरी वेल।
एंड इवन टुडे ना आई विल से माय वाइफ इज एन एम फार्म, तो उसके
या
सामने तो फार्मास्यूटिकल के बारे में बात ही नहीं करना है,
हाँ
बट
हाँ।
बट व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट फाइनेंशियल नॉलेज
हम्म
मिक्स विद फार्मा,
हम्म।
इसलिए लगेगा तुझे ज्यादा आता होगा।
हाँ हाँ हाँ,
देख ले,
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
तो मुझे
सर।
क्या करना है, दवाई कैसे बनी है, मुझे नहीं करना
हम्म
दवाई कैसे बनी है, और उसका यूज कब है, और आई कैन टेल हर मच बेटर देन व्हाट शी इज एबल टू से।
Hmm.
तो
हम्म
ये आई फील दैट दिस इज ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रेजेंटेशन,
हम्म,
नॉट बिकॉज ऑफ कि मेरे को फाइनेंस अच्छा आता है, मैं सीएफए हूँ इसके लिए सब चीजें, इट इज नॉट दैट, आई हैव
राइट।
डेवलप्ड इट लर्निंग, बहुत
या
रीड किया था एंड तब जाके पता चला।
And sir, right now you reside in Pune and come to Mumbai just for the guest lectures, or you stay in Mumbai as well?
No, I am based out in Mumbai, so my parents are in Mumbai, we have just
Okay,
shifted to Pune
okay,
6 months back, so I keep
oh,
on traveling.
okay, okay, right, sir.
Yes, Sejal.
So, hello, ma'am. Hello, sir. So, firstly, I would like to thanks to Rishabh sir and Vidya ma'am for conducting this beautiful session, valuable session for us that ma'am and sir got to know about our real problem about the speaking in audience, which the student are facing this problem. So, And ma'am, I would like to highlight a very small point. Like on the very first day, you have said that your attire plays very important role to which create a very positive impact in an interview. And also, very firstly, you have guided about the tell me about yourself. Why that very first question is about why tell me about yourself is very first question. This also help us and also about the GD group discussion gave us a very better understanding about how to communicate in a team, how to behave in a team, and about the CV building was especially helpful in a teaching, show us a very structure, how to structure our resume. So, ma'am, looking forward this more insightful session. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
you,
you.
Sejal.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. So next week you will be presenting, right? All what Radhika has
Yes,
presented.
ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
है ना?
Sean, I think, wants to speak.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir. Sir, just one point that I missed was specifically, sir, you would like to thank you for arranging this 5 day session because generally it's only the basic finance things that are taught, but you went out of your way and arranged a 5 day session where you explained along with Vidya ma'am. So just want to thank for taking extra efforts for the 5 day session. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is
Thank you,
what a
Sean.
hardcore teacher does, when he loves his students, this is what he does.
Yes, thank you. Even Vidya ma'am did like from the first day she made all of us very comfortable, and she gave us some very valuable tips which we can use in our interviews and in our resume building. So thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, dear. Thank
We'll
you.
do it, Sean. We'll continue this in the next week as well.
Yes, sir, and I'll try to at least join for 10 minutes in the morning call.
Yeah. Just
From
let
now.
me know once you come on the call, okay, sir, I want to speak, and then you can go.
Okay.
Okay.
So, sir, basically, just have to the newsletter that I sent you. I just have to present it. That's it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Once you're on the call, just put a chat box, and in the chat box, that's sir, I am here. Next, can I go? Because usually I tell everyone.
Yes.
Now you
Because
go.
I have to also give the CFA level 2, so I'm not getting enough time to. That's why.
See, I just want you to improve your communication. That's it. वो morning call में
Yes.
आने का वही
I'll come.
purpose.
I'll come for 10 minutes every day.
Yeah, you can come. Okay.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Sir, I just had a question. So,
Yeah.
will this, like, for next 1 month, this workshop will be for EM10 students? So, will all of them will be getting 101 in mentoring for CV and everything, or do we have some other thing for that?
So probably the plan is this, that our students, EM, those who register can come, but it is okay for our student, because since I am paying for on your behalf, that I should you should learn what things are, what needs to be done to get a placement.
Right.
So it will be 1-to-1. Those who are attending on a daily basis, now Vidya ma'am will go 1-to-1 on it. We have the 20-day sessions from here. So now 1-to-1 जो हम सुबह करते हैं वही शाम को आके थोड़ा और प्रेजेंट करते हैं. Vidya ma'am will give her own more things like on the spot. अभी तो तुमको पेपर पता है क्या आने वाला है, but what if you don't know anything? You are given 5 minutes and अभी बात करो इस पे. So how you frame it in a quick way. फिर CV में जो है अभी क्या क्या तुमने ऐड किया है तो कैसे बात करना है. Will be go on for the next so there will be 1 day training, 1 day feedback, 1 day training, 1 day feedback, or probably 1 day training, 2 day feedback. तो जो होंगे उनका फीडबैक क्या है, इंग्लिश में कैसे बातचीत की करनी है, 1 घंटा सिर्फ बातचीत करनी. ओपन योर माउथ एंड स्पीक समथिंग अबाउट फाइनेंस, समथिंग अबाउट जनरल टॉपिक्स.
Yes. Sure.
Just opening up.
Thank you.
Just opening up all that is in the head. That's it.
Yeah.
Sir, in the morning calls, will Vidya ma'am also be there to give a feedback?
I'm not
that's all.
going to be giving feedback. I'm just checking what you all are speaking. And in the evening, I'll take your case.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why is not in the morning call? Because morning call we have do it for understanding the news, no? So वो भी तो knowledge important.
Okay.
And that is why 7 to 8 that will be a different part to give a feedback. तो वही होगा जो morning call में तुम बोल रहे हो, probably शाम को वही होगा कि तुमने ये न्यूज़ बोला है, tell it again, क्या बोला आज तुमने, something like that.
Understood. Perfect.
Chalega. Congratulations to everybody for doing successful 5-day workshop, regularly coming in, giving your attendance, absorbing, and now implementation. Now the ball is in your court.
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. It was a good 5-day session. Those all are from our class only, but okay. Those who are interested can let me know, apart from the EM10 students. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, sir.
See you
Thank you,
Thank you,
tomorrow.
sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome, guys.
Chalo, sir. Good night,
Bye,
everybody.
Good night, ma'am. Bye. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.